Hello, very good evening, guys. This is Jair Lopez, okay, and we are gonna starting with the exercise. Now, the first question says, "Hey, tell about yourself." Well, as I mentioned previously, my name is Jair Lopez. I'm 37 years old. I'm married. I'm an only child father, and I consider myself like a responsible, committed, and workaholic person. I'm very passionate about foreign languages, especially English and French, which are my favorite one. Besides that, I strongly believe in working hard and having a discipline and perseverance as the main elements in order to achieve my dreams. Okay, this is why as soon as I finish my pre-grade studies, I will immediately be applying for my magister in applied linguistics for teaching English as a foreign language. My one of my greatest goals in the future is apply for working as a English teacher in any kind of university. Is my perspective in the future. Um, how did how did I hear about this position? Well, easy. I heard about this position thanks to the daily notifications that I receive from my preferred job website or social media, all right? In the one that I subscribed it, okay? So I studied the job opportunity and I realized it meets all my expectations, the ones that I'm looking for. Why do I want to work in this institution? Well, so after to check, all right, the opportunity about this institution and studying its position in the labor market, all right, I realized that this is an institution that is not only solid but also is in a constant growth, okay, and adaptation to these global changes. All right. The demand for the discovery of the new educational strategies is what really catch my attention. Besides that, I'm looking a really good and nice work environment where, as a teacher, I could grow up thanks to the constantly like a certification or probably like a develop of workshops and all that knowledge that allow me to in face the new technologies in academic fields. Why did I decide to become a teacher? Well, to be honest, I have always considered pedagogy, sorry, not only as a vocation but also as a talent that just a few people have in order to discover new young promises and inspire future generations. In the order of ideas, I could say that until now, education has been the engine that has allowed me to understand society and the world around us. Thanks that we can escape from poverty, thanks that we can free minds, thanks to the education, we can achieve our main goals. And that's why I wanna become in the engine for a few young future generations in order to achieve their own goals. Um, what type of classroom manages structures would you implement or would I implement if you were hired? Okay, well, in that order of ideas, as a teacher, I consider myself as a really fanatic of praxeology because through practice and living to experience a significant knowledge is generated that is difficult to forget. Okay, so taking that into account, I will say that I think to develop um, of put in practice the language acquisition through social interaction between the students, through like simulations, role play, everyday tools, among others. That is what is gonna allow to my students to acquire the foreign language and have a really good, like a comprehensive skills in order to develop for. All right, so if I have used it, or how will I use technology in the classroom? Well, taking into account that we are in the era of the digital revolution, which is so important, in which students are increasingly immersed, all right, in the use of technology, I strongly believe that like a fight with that, all right, like a harness it, this trend towards education will be a victorious battle winning the education field. So I have to support the development of foreign language classes with dynamic websites or social medias that allow me like the interaction between students and technology. Is the primary source for language acquisition actually, and it's gonna like increase student motivation. So the use of probably like excellent websites, or probably like the develop of ebook or digital diary, all right, where the students have the opportunity to express themselves, to provide the likes or dislikes or all that kind of personal information, is gonna be not only attractive but also a strong tool in order that they can like improve every single day into their communication skills. Okay, so what continuing education classes, workshop, training, etc. have I attended? All right, for my position as a student of the 7th semester in modern languages, I will have to say that I not only like a member, but I also actively participate in research hubs for the development and implementation of technological tools for development of learning modern languages. I have to say that I link it to the training workshop of virtual environments in order to like put in practice new strategies and use the TICs in order to develop my classes. That is a really important resource because I catch up students' motivation and their attitude in order to develop every single class. All right, so how would I deal with a student who is habitually late? Okay, well, in that order of ideas, just in order to teach them to be responsible with the class and the importance that it deserves, I will affect the student grades every time that they are late. So lowering their grade and putting them at risk of failing a period. In addition of that, I will punish them with an added exposition associated with the topic in the question. I think that is going to increase their responsible sense, all right? And obviously, they will try to arrive as early as be possible. I'm totally sure of that. So, how would I engage a reluctant student? Sorry. Well, like awaken the competitive spirit either in group or individually through physical activities or probably with the use of digital tools. In this way, I ensure that the students, participants, and also shows interest in the classes. Okay? What would I say to an angry parent about the child's grade. All right, I understand that this is like a kind of sensitive topic, even though the angry parties obviously have to be heard. Nothing is taken personally, all right, and then it is questioned whether the necessary time is being dedicated to the student at home for the monitoring and development of educational activities, because will be kind of difficult to understand if the rest of the students have a really good scores, why the child is getting these low scores. So probably the fact is that probably everything, it doesn't come from the school. We need to pay attention what's going on at home as well, if the parents are dedicating the time enough in order that the kid achieve all the goals. What would I do if my suspect neglect or abuse in the home or one of my students? In the order of ideas, I will follow the provisions of the law of childhood and adolescent or teenager, and make the report to the school guidance. This is actually what I will have to do. So in the case that if I notice a child being bullied in my class, I will refer the case, all right? I will speak directly to the students that are involucrated into the situation, and I will refer the case to the coordination, all right? In the order of ideas, the coexistence to follow the process outlined to verify and find a resolution, and obviously to try to avoid that the same problem continue. Okay, thank you so much for that, and have a fantastic rest of the day. Take care. Bye now.